So one word to describe the 2025 championship team.
Looking, and they say South Carolina State held on to win it. They are the HBCU national champions for 2025. Second time in 5 years.
Resilient.
Mhm.
Resilient. So we faced adversity. We never really flinched. Kind of just bounced back and stayed together as a team. Like nobody pointed the fingers or nothing when we were down. It was just more so like, come on, man, like we know we can do it.
Hey Jordan,
How
nice
you
to
doing? How
finally
you doing?
talk to you. This was a little long overdue.
Yeah.
So for those who may not know you, who is Jordan Smith?
Jordan Smith is a kid out of Columbia, South Carolina, born and raised, age of 22 years old, play receiver at South Carolina State.
So being born and raised out of Columbia and then you traveled to Orangeburg, how has South Carolina State shaped you into who you are as a player and a person today?
South Carolina State has been great. Met a lot of great people, made a lot of connections, and I just think that every year that I've been there, I've kind of grown in a different way, in a different aspect. It was a lot of challenges that I went through that I feel like that made me grow up,
Yeah.
and it helped me for the better. But South Carolina State was great. I wouldn't trade it for no other HBCU. Sorry, because I know you go to,
Oh, yeah, not too much.
Yeah.
I understand though. You talked about the experience and going through hardship. So aside from football, just in general as a college student, how would you say it is maneuvering hardship?
Yeah, definitely. Like it's a little different when you kind of get to college and you got a lot of free time and you're not used to it.
Yeah.
You got to manage your school, you got to manage football, you got to manage going to meetings. So it's just a little different, and you're not eating on a regular schedule either. So
Yeah.
like, you kind of got to figure out when you can fit eating in your schedule as well. So like
Taking care of yourself.
right, like and
Yeah.
me, like I like to eat, so it's like like yeah. So it's definitely a little challenge. But I mean, you build a support system.
Yeah.
And you find some friends that's like also in the same thing as you, have the same goals as you. So it makes it a little easier.
So I did my research, of course, and you talked a little bit about your tattoo, and it says faith is seeing the unseen.
Yes, yes.
So what did that mean to you throughout your college and football journey?
Just going out on faith and really just kind of seeing what's going to happen before it happens. Like it's all about putting that trust in God. It's all about not worrying about what the outcome is. Just knowing that God is going to lead the way and He's going to put you in the best situation as possible. So just having faith in Him. You might not see what's next, but
Is there?
He already sees it.
So when you look at y'all season, which this is long overdue, because that was now in December. It's been a minute since the game. That was crazy.
Yeah.
That game was crazy though.
Longest play of the game so far for South Carolina State, taking advantage of that deep threat on the jet sweep. And
oh, what a move!
Yes, sir! Jordan Smith, there he is! Touchdown, South Carolina State!
When you look back at the season from start to finish, was there a specific moment throughout the season that you could tell like the team was that team?
I think how we played USC. We played South Carolina. We went down there and we kind of I think from the first half they only had maybe 3 points, 14 points. I don't know. But just seeing how, we could go against one of the top teams in the country at the time, because they were like number 10 in the country.
Yeah, they were doing good.
So like just seeing how we can go against them, I knew that this team had the potential to be really, really, really good. And we put in the work for it. So the outcome was exactly what I expected.
So you said the coach posed the question to y'all. He wasn't mad, nothing like that, but he just posed the question, do y'all believe? And in your head, you kind of talked about how you wanted to show the world SC State's brand of football. So how would you define that brand and what makes it different from other programs?
Yeah, like just the dog mindset, um, domination, want to know grit. That's one of our sayings,
Yeah.
and the us being in that position it kind of show. Any other teams like you, some teams get in those situations and they're not able to bounce back or shake back from the adversity that just happened. But we face adversity every day by the things that we do in practice. Like we do like situational practices where we'll be like down and we got to kind of score, or
Hmm.
we might be up and we got to hold the ball. Just things like that. Like the brand, like it's what it's who we are. Honestly,
Right.
like the domination, one and no grit. That's who we are. And so it's in our name. Go Dogs.
What point did you feel that momentum shift during the Celebration Bowl?
um, right when we scored our first touchdown, I knew that we were going to be okay. We just needed a little bit of momentum, and once we got the momentum, we were rolling from
Yeah,
every
y'all
next game.
kept going. My mom
Yeah,
had gotten up out the seat, go take some pictures. I was just, and then y'all just started scoring. She came back and she was just like, they did that when I walked away. I was like, they did. They did.
yeah. It just happened so fast, but it just goes to show you that if we really came out there the first half and did what we did the second half,
Hmm.
we could have that game would have yeah that game would have been over.
So I
So
had the pleasure of being with the fans alongside all of the Bulldog fans in the stadium, and the energy was amazing. And I know y'all are locked in, so y'all don't really try to pay too much attention to what's going on in the crowd. But how much did y'all feed off of the atmosphere throughout the game?
yeah, the atmosphere was great. Like it's different when you're playing
Mhm.
because you kind of have to tune everything out so you don't get too high or get too low.
Exactly.
I know for me, like I like the atmosphere,
Hmm.
but it honestly doesn't matter. Like a lot of people get to the big stage and they kind of get like nervous, or it's we had a saying like you don't rise to the occasion, you sink to the level of your training.
Hmm.
And so you got to make the plays when no one is watching, and that comes in practice. So in practice, like that whole week, like I'm making sure I'm trying to go score, like off of the plays, like even the jet sweep, my first touchdown was
Hmm.
my first touchdown. I made sure I scored on that play, maybe every rep I ran it in practice, and so it just translates to the game. So
Hmm.
I wouldn't say like the atmosphere was good, but it's really nothing
Putting
when
it
you
out.
kind of do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So preparation, you went, if I'm not mistaken, you have three championships?
So I have two national championships and I
Mm-hmm.
have three MEAC
Yeah,
championships.
championships. So what was that like for you as a leader? You've been in this position before, giving
Um,
that to the team and the rest of the team.
yeah, it's just seeing kind of both sides of it. Like yeah, really both sides. The first year, my freshman year, we won, of course, but I
Yeah,
was the only one like on that team that won a national championship.
right.
So it was different for me because I'm the only one that kind of really knows what happened and how we kind of prepared for the game. And then the 2024 season, of course, we lost to Jackson State,
Hmm.
but it was a learning lesson because I feel like when we got there, it was just more so like the moment was too big for a lot of people, like including me. I got out there and I didn't really think I was going to get a lot of reps, but
Hmm.
it just so happened I had to get a lot of reps that game. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm
You have to
here.
be
But
prepared. Yeah.
yeah, so this year, it was different. We I think we were prepared and ready for the moment. Like we weren't just there. We understood. Yes, it was gonna be fun. Like the bowl game is fun and everything like that. But we have one mission, and that mission was to win.
So what message, as you go into this new chapter, what message are you giving to the future South Carolina State football players?
Keep bringing them in. Keep bringing them in. I need another one next year, and the next year, and the next year.
Maybe Texas Southern will, you know.
Hmm. Maybe they got to handle the swag though. That's the swag. So
Yeah, we
yeah.
You are preparing for the HBCU All-Star game, though. And so, what
Mhm.
does this opportunity mean to you, and what are you most excited to showcase?
It means a lot, honestly. This is probably the only time I really kind of get to showcase what I can do in front
Mhm.
of college. I mean, scouts, NFL scouts. So, and just going up against the best of the best in the HBCU world.
Yeah.
That's a big accomplishment too. Like to be selected as one of the best in the HBCU world. It means a lot. I definitely been training. But the thing I'm excited to showcase the most is probably my character.
Hmm.
Um, just who I am. When they have conversations with me, they can see that I'm a God-fearing young man, um, who's hardworking and just looking for opportunity.
Can you walk me through? Is there anything you could share about what it's like being chosen? Like, how did that work?
All
Like,
right, so so basically, like it was one day I was just eating, like I was
mm-hmm.
eating at the table, and I checked my Instagram and I went to my DMs, and it said the All State Legacy Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
and it said congratulations, and then it was like this big old message, like I had to look at it and everything. Yeah. Then I had to sign up. And then after that, they posted it. So,
We're making this quick because I know you got some training to do. So we're gonna get to the closing. So, of course, you get down the line, you score, you hit them with a little shimmy. I want.
shoot.
So touchdown celebrations, are they planned or kind of in the moment?
Um, it can be in a moment, but I don't think I think that one was like I don't know, it's just really what comes to your head first.
Yeah,
Because it's a lot of celebrations that
yeah.
I wanted to do and
Hmm.
I just forgot to do because the moment was just like it was just in the moment.
Yeah.
But the shimmy one is kind of just that was like instinct,
So
because
that was just muscle memory.
come on, like I'm on national television. Like I'm gonna represent my organization. Like, come on.
I'm already knowing the guys are in the
Yeah.
stands cheering. One of your
Right. Like,
brothers are right there on the field with you, if I'm not
yes,
mistaken. So
exactly. Yeah.
yes.
So like it was like I was like, yeah, it's a no brainer.
So
Then
one word to describe
They posted me after the game and stuff like that.
during the game.
Yeah. So hey, yeah.
Y'all just walk around the house doing that all day. I know because I deal with it.
No, he has Neo fever. He'll understand in about a year.
So one
But
word to describe the 2025 championship team.
um, resilient,
Hmm.
resilient. So we faced adversity. We never really flinched. Kind of just bounced back and stayed together as a team. Like nobody pointed the fingers or nothing when we were down. It was just more so like, come on, man. Like we know we can do. We did
One
it.
word to shout out. Y'all did do it. I was really proud. Y'all don't understand how proud I was. I don't go to SC State, but my mom going there and then John going there. JSO. Who? Them going there. That's always been the home team. So I was really proud. It felt like I knew y'all.
Yeah.
One word to shout out Bulldog Nation.
Um, love. Bulldog Nation is filled with so much love.
Hmm.
Um, if anybody gets the chance to experience Bulldog Nation, you will instantly find that everybody is like a family around there.
Hmm.
Um, they have your heart. They have your heart at best interest. They have the best interest at heart.
Yeah.
And it's just a family. Like you walk around there, like you might see some older people that know you or know your face.
Hmm.
They'll be like, hey, how you doing? Like just chopping up, really having a regular conversation with you. It's just full of love. And when it's time to tailgate, everybody shows love,
Yes.
food. Like they don't question who you are. They're just gonna feed you.
Anyone you want to shout out, family wise, friends that got you through this whole era of college, this whole college era.
My family for sure.
Hmm.
Um, mom, dad, two brothers, and my little sister. Definitely, they got me through college. Just coming back and seeing them sometimes. Just come making that trip home with 45 minutes and
Yeah.
just remembering why I'm doing what I'm doing. It's always important to kind of just remember why you're there because you can lose it. You could
Yeah.
lose yourself in the college. but they helped me stay on track. So
Anything you feel like you have not talked about or have a chance to say interview wise? Really think, because I feel like everybody kind of has something on their heart to say. Anything you want to leave people with?
I think I really hit everything. Yeah. So
Got a word of inspiration?
word of
What's the
inspiration.
word of the day? What's the quote of the day?
No matter how hard it gets, keep going.
Mm,
Because you never know what's behind that door.
exactly.
Hmm.
Oh, great. Thank you, Jordan. I
Yep, no
really
problem.
appreciate it. So J2 or J5?
Either one. I guess when I got the number J5, everybody started calling me J5, but I've been going by J2 since I was in high school. So
Yeah.
everybody really calls me J5 now, I guess.
Well, thank you
Yeah,
so much. I really appreciate it. I
no
appreciate your
problem, no problem.
time. I'm wishing you amazing good things, praying for your success. Hope to see it.